This is a 2012 Acura MDX, and recently started having some issues with the water intrusion. And there's mostly the carpet was wet on the passenger side, so I pulled everything off. I was looking underneath to see if I can find, and you can see actually how wet this is here. So what I did, I had a whole bunch of water running from the roof, and start noticing some water here. I pulled this panel on this side, pull the all this off, the glove compartment and everything is out, so I can see some water traces here and then here as well. So when I pull this off, I could see some traces old. Let me see, get the light. And basically what it is, you can see right there, sorry about the light, and you can see where the water was kind of dripping down, the stain. And so anyway, and also when we look this area here, we can see some stain from the moisture. So anyway, it's coming from the roof. This side of the sunroof is there's a drain in this side and it's clogged up. Okay, there's the drain hole, and it's actually still under the water there. There's still water sitting there, so I have to see if I can zoom this in or not, but that's what the problem is. Cannot zoom that in, but I think you guys can see that. There's the drain hole that's completely plugged up. Right there, kind of in let's see, it would be like 9 o'clock. Okay, so this turned out to be a biggest nightmare I have ever seen in my life. The problem is actually that this is a manufacturer issue, that when they routed a hose, drain hose from sunroof down to, you know, the drain. So basically it goes from the sunroof, goes through here, goes down there. So I got everything removed here. So here's the hose here's the hose right in here. It's very flexible, very soft rubber hose. So I was able to kind of partially unclog this, but I would use a compressed air, like maybe 20-30 psi. I would blow it through this hose back up, and I could have some air going. At some point, you know, I had some water going through it, but very, very slowly. So I used the drain on this end. So here's the wheel, and I took this off, and here's the drain right there. Okay. All right. So what's the problem? Well, what I noticed is that when I blow the air, you know, it would go, but when I fill the water on the top, it would not. So this is the hose that I used to put it at the top. This is the hose from this, it was part of this vacuum pump. Okay, so I would get the hose right into this corner to get into the drain plug, into the drain. Right in there is that little hole. You guys can see that. But anyhow, I was able to feed this hose halfway down, not maybe 3 or 4 inches, and I could blow the air, and I could see the air, you know, go to the other side. But long story short, here's the problem. I had to drop all this down, and but quite honestly, I don't even know what to do about this. So here's the drain right there. It has a kink, and I don't even know what to do about this. I was thinking maybe just get the new hose and route it through here, but I have an airbag here just to run it dry, but I cannot get this panel off. It's stuck in here. I don't want to mess around because there's an airbag. So I need to think. Well, so basically, you know, take this handle off, take the other handle over there as well, so it can have more. Just kind of slightly pull this down, and you should be okay. So I need to figure out how to fix this problem. Okay, so that's right there. This is my problem. This is where I was able to pull this back a little bit. I still have plenty of hose at the bottom. So this is where the kink is. So now I'm trying to figure out how to, if I cut this off, and that's gonna be a problem as well. I don't want to, it might leak. So shoot, I don't know. Okay, here's my plan. This is a plastic tubing that actually, it's from a BMW, I think, from that water separator. I always save the hoses when I do some projects. So I'm gonna use this hose and I'm gonna feed it through this drain hose here, and it will fit just fine. And it will, just this section where it is kinked, I'm gonna feed it through here and leave it in there. And hopefully this will prevent from you know, causing troubles anymore. So I mean, I really don't want to replace the whole hose. I mean, it will be a nightmare to feed everything through, but I think this will work. Okay. This tube in, I actually use a screwdriver to push it through a little bit. So this is where the actual tube ends, and this is this kink area, right? Sorry guys, I don't want to pull it liner too much down, but anyway, you can see this is my problem area here. So, and this tube, this plastic tubing is a little flexible as well. So I think I can get this together now, and it should be fine. Okay. Okay, so I got the tube. It's kind of up to this area here, and I think it'll be okay. This was the place that was kinked, and now it's nice and straight. And let's just check for the leaks, and I think this will be fine. It's pretty good actually. I don't feel any more. It's a soft hose, but this was the problem right there. So let's put some water up on the roof and see if it's gonna drain. Okay. Well, I'm afraid I might kinked again. So what I'm gonna do, I have this hose. It's a little curved, so I'm gonna put it like this. It should be nice and curved right there. I think this will work better once I get it all the way to here. There's more natural curve on this hose. Okay. Okay, I'm happy now. So no tension on the hose anymore. And here's this hose right now. It's here, and it kind of passes this edge here. So it's that nice curve actually. This is a good fix now. I'm happy. I'm gonna just put the clamp over, and this will take care of it now for sure. And the rest of the hose I just pushed it down, so it'll be okay. So this will be fine. You can see now I can push it. It's not gonna kink anymore. But the curve actually made it a lot better. Okay, let's see. There you go. Nice, finally. Okay, yep, water's gone. Cool. Okay, let's try one more time. And this should drain. There you go. That's what you want. Okay. It drains right out. Good. Okay. I'm going to put everything back together. Let's just make sure that we don't have any leaks here. Looks pretty dry. Not a problem at all. And I think this will be just fine. Okay. If you have this problem, you don't have to take the wheel off. You don't have to take this liner off. I did all that just for, I was looking for the reason, why I have a leak. I mean, once I figured out it was coming from the roof, I was looking at the drain, and so that's not the problem. Now we have a problem up on the roof. So how are we going to take all this apart to gain access to it? So first you want to take all these seals, the door seal, just pull this off all the way around. You can actually remove it from the front door, and so just pull it down. That's pretty easy. Now once you get in, you're going to take this glove box off. You just have a screw here and here, and they'll take off. to come off. This plastic cover, simply pull it down. There's 3 tabs here that holds it in place, and 2 in the back. And once you pull it down, it just slides out. So, and now this they're gonna have one cover here, which you really have to mess with this at all. And quite honestly, you don't really need to take this apart at all. I did it because I was looking, you know, where the hose is connected to. So honestly, I don't really have to do anything with the glove box. So again, we need to remove the door seal from the passenger, the front and the rear door, and then the next will be to take the, you know, we have to gain access to liner, headliners. So what you want to do, these tabs here, and here, basically they keep those metal locks in place. So we'll take a screwdriver, you're going to pry it off, and you're literally going to pull it towards you. They're kind of this long, so just keep pulling them out. Once you get those metal clips, you're going to be able to release it. You take the handle off. You want to do the same thing on the other one, on the other side. So once you get the seals off, then you can actually pop this. This just pops off. You can actually easily, I'm sorry, you can just because like this plastic cover is actually held by these door seals. So once you get that removed, you can pop this off, and the same with this one. And now on the here, this is just a plug. You're gonna pull this down. There's no screw here. Here you're gonna take this cover off. You're gonna get a little slit, so you're gonna take that off. You're gonna have 2 screws under this cover, so you're gonna remove those screws, and you're gonna take this off. And so, as I said, you can pull this out. Now here, you're gonna have 2 screws here and here. Take those out, and you're gonna gently pry it off. You're gonna have 2 tabs in here as well. So just kind of, I just grabbed it with my hand, and I was able to pull it down. Once you get that, then the liner is gonna kind of drop down out. Here, this is a little tricky because I could not figure out how to take this piece of plastic off. It would be great if I could, but I didn't want to mess around. So this is, you can see this lip here. So you have to kind of pull this side of the headliner, and then you will be able to. You see that? It's all you need to do. I mean, it's actually, you know, so this is pretty easy. So once it's loose, you can, you know, pull that out, and that's basically going to, you know, give you access to that hose. And you've seen what I've done. And luckily, I had that curved plastic hose. As I said, I always keep every time I have some kind of work to do on the cars, and I have to replace the hoses, and even though I always keep those hoses, so I was lucky to have one that actually plastic one that had the curve on it. They worked perfectly. So and that's about it. I mean, now you just have to kind of be creative and you know, put something in that hose to take care of that kink there. So what I was doing yesterday, I was you know, once I figure out, you know, I have a problem with the drain hose, I would take the compressed air, I would blow the air through that. I could see that my you know, I can blow the air, but once I fill the, you know, with the water, it would not drain. It would drain very, very slowly compared to another side. And so that I kind of stopped around 8 o'clock last night. So when I got from work today, I decided to try if I can maybe drop the liner down. I said it has to be a kink somewhere, because that hose is very flexible, and you know. And I did actually replace that clamp. I didn't like that clamp anymore, so I put the new clamp on, and you know, you can see, guys, now it drains just fine. So that's it. I think this will be okay. I just hope that I'm pretty sure that's going to be the same problem on the driver's side sooner or later. So I'll just have to do the same thing to fix that up. So okay, I think this was interesting. I didn't, you know, I was just thinking maybe something got stuck in it, but it was not. It was a hose that got kinked there. I'm sure this is some kind of common problem on these cars nowadays. Okay, guys, well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.